Do you have the answers? Do you want me to open?
Sure, yeah. Was it for yesterday or
No,
okay,
no,
for
not first today,
okay.
last week, last Sunday.
Uh-huh.
So, second answer, for each library, retrieve the branch name and count of books loaned. Okay.
Right.
So, you have written here correctly. Query is correct. Okay.
Uh-huh.
When it goes to the script, you added this in the join condition. Got it?
Uh-huh.
So, for this, there is no input. Okay. If at all, if it has to be an input, it has to be in the where condition. Agree? And
Right.
I don't think so. BID, I'll show you. So this is the output, right? So this is the output. Okay. Expected
Right.
output. Expected
Mhm.
output is this. Now what you have given, BID is 1, correct? What is the BID here? Let me do one thing. So BID is 1, you see it here for all the shops too. Okay. So how many records are there here? Shopstone, 10 records should be there. Okay. It will say. So you see how many records are there? Shopstone,
10.
10 are there. So output should be for the Shopstone 10 records, right?
Mhm.
Let me. So if I pass here, there branch the you get the correct answer. Okay, got it?
Uh,
You got the correct answer because I passed it here. I got the wrong answer. Correct?
yeah.
Yeah. And if you see in your screen, the output is wrong. Agree? Because you are
Okay.
in the join condition.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So
think I
your
didn't pay
query is
attention
correct.
to that.
Again, your query is correct. When you are converting your query to a script and to procedure, there it is going wrong. Okay.
I see. Okay. Thank you.
So next. So Rabin Renu, absent. Sandeep Kaur. So second answer is wrong. The input parameter, you have it in the having clause. Having clause is for the aggregate function, not for the where condition. Agree? This is the second answer. You kept having branch name is equal to so and so. I don't know
Mhm.
what output. We got the output. So second answer, the same answer, whatever we are discussing. Having is not required. Okay. So if you see, this is the output. So if at all, if
Okay.
you want to get the output for using the where condition, okay,
Mm-hmm.
you can use here first where condition and you'll get the correct answer. You got 11. Okay. You got 11. I don't know whether it is central or what. So let me execute the same having branch name is equal to. So I got wrong. I got correct answer here also. But why you are getting 11? I don't know. But suggested is always this should be in the where condition. Having is only for aggregate function. If you go through the notes,
Mm-hmm.
I gave
We
it
are using aggregated function. We're using conf function.
where? This
Like,
is aggregate function. Having is used to this is a where clause where you use for conditions, correct?
mm-hmm.
Where
Yeah.
could be on normal columns. Having is used to keep the condition on aggregate function, like how you have written in the next answer. See, having count of star greater than 5.
Mm-hmm.
Having
Good
is
night.
used.
Good night.
See you tomorrow morning, Daddy. Good morning, Richard. Huh? Good morning. Good morning? Good night. Let's see you tomorrow morning. Wait, Papa's gonna drop me.
Having is dependent on group by. Having cannot be used alone. Okay, I'll show you the having cannot be used alone. Whenever we have group by, we can use where clause does not work on aggregate functions. We have having clause which is used to filter on the aggregate functions only. Okay, we cannot use for. See, it's working. I don't say no, but this is not the right way. Sandeep Kaur, accept.
Yeah.
We cannot use that. It will not work. Okay, it's
Okay.
working here for a single condition, but it will not work. So we have having clause which is used to filter on aggregate functions only. So if you want to use
Oh,
having count of, having sum of, having average of, greater than, you can say less than, you can say not equal to, you can say it works. Or greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, it works. But you should not use for the conditions like how we have done like this. Okay.
okay. No problem. Thank you.
Just want to give the explanation so that we'll not do the mistakes again. Okay.
Okay.
Now
Thank you.
coming to, thank you. Sandeep.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I got it from that.
So your output itself wrong, Sandeep. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
The- So what happened is the count is already there in the table. Okay. No need to write this count. Already count is there in the table. If you see, I kept the answers ready. Your copies is this. Total books copies has a number of copies. So count is already there. This should be the output. But the query, whatever you have written, it gives wrong output. You see, 1 1 only it will give. Always gives 1 1 only. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So this is wrong. Clear, right?
Yes, sir. I got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So Sarbajan Supriya are friends. Am I right? No?
No, we didn't talk outside.
Okay. No problem. I'm just pulling you.
Maybe same problem came, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Same thoughts. You both had the same thoughts. You have written the queries, but not the stored procedures.
Mm.
So example, all the queries are correct. Okay. Absolutely correct. But only queries are there, not procedures.
Yes, I did not see the stored procedure in the question. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Is it so? Is it my mistake?
No, sorry. I just checked. I didn't. It was my mistake. I didn't see it.
Okay. Fine. No problem. So even Supri also you did same. You have written the queries, okay, but not the
Okay,
stored procedures.
not the post procedure. Okay,
So for that sake, the queries are all are good. Okay,
okay,
just for that purpose, I have removed 10 marks. Okay, and I uploaded this in the portal. You can check the portal also. Okay. Fine. So others who are there in the class but not writing exams. I don't know why. You can didn't write the exam. You can, are you there? Suraj, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I think
Suraj.
I have sent you.
Send me last week.
Yes, sir.
5th April. 5th and 6th. I don't know. Can you send me now? I don't see it.
Oh,
Can you send me now?
yes, sir.
You can? How about you? Whatever you sent are March 29th only you sent. You can you please send me now if you have written?
Yeah, I sent you a file, but it said March 6th instead of April 6th. I wrote the date wrong.
Okay, you say it is the one. I need to resend. Okay, March 6th.
Yeah, it should have been April 6th, but I wrote March 6th. I can send it to you again.
No problem. I got it. Only you sent three answers, right?
4.
4 you sent. Okay. So fourth one is wrong. Okay. Fourth one is wrong.
The fourth
Yes.
execution is the same as the third. I think the execute the fourth one.
Is related borrower name, borrower address, number of. See, the output is not number of books.
Yeah, the output is
It
for
is number of
for the
copies. So it will give only 2 records, but in your case, you are getting more records. See, even though if joins are correct, it has to give 2 records only, right? You get me?
yeah. Which question was this?
Fourth one.
Fourth, yeah. The execution is for the third query. Third question.
Third is correct, sir. Third, no questions.
Yeah, but the fourth
Fourth
execution
one.
is also for the third. I the the execution picture is for the third question.
One moment, I'm checking. So author name. So, how come it came like that? Okay, I didn't execute the fourth one then.
Yeah, I didn't execute the fourth, and I just scrolled the window and took a screenshot. So the execution is still for the third.
Joins all looks good. Conditions is good, but output columns are a bit different. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
question. I just didn't execute the fourth one and took a screenshot.
Okay. So you also written only queries, Suraj.
Yes, sir.
You mean Yugen?
Suraj has written no queries, not the procedures. Okay. Good. So you also get close to 1990. Okay. Suraj, you again, fourth query is wrong. That's why. Okay. Fourth query output is wrong. Fourth answer. not executed, validated. Okay, I'll update this course in the portal. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Moving on to my session. Any questions before I start?
No, sir.
So we were discussing only theory about transactions, correct?
Yes, sir.
So we discussed about theory, how transaction works. Atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability we have verified. And then we are discussing about types of transactions, implicit transaction, explicit transaction. So till now, whatever we have written are implicit transactions. Let's say if I delete from pointing to a different database. Select star from customers, I'll say. So I'll say delete from customers where custard is equal to 5. So whenever I delete, it is deleting automatically. Automatically it is deleting and saying that it got deleted, and you can see that it is reflecting. So this is called as implicit transaction. Once I give this command, SQL server is taking care of executing it. Once I give this command, SQL server is taking care of executing it. That is called as implicit transaction. Implicit means immediately it is taken care by SQL server. It's not in our control. Are you clear? Implicit transaction. Any questions?
Can you repeat again?
Implicit transaction means it is taken care automatically when we execute, and it is taken care by SQL server. SQL server is taking from your step and executing it.
Okay, sir.
Clear?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Got it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Explicit. Explicit means we are going to take care of it explicitly, means separately, out of SQL server control. We are trying to take the control and we are going to do it. That is explicit control. Okay. Explicit means out of SQL server, we are taking it to the control and executing it. That is called as explicit. Explicit. Okay. Implicit means by default SQL server takes. Explicit means it is handled by the developer. Okay. Now I don't want to execute this immediately. And though it will execute, I had to give a command, save it, then only it has to reflect. Else it should not reflect. I just give an example, later I'll explain again. So I'll just go with deleting 4. 4 is there. I'll say begin transaction. Okay. Now it got executed, deleted. If you see here, 4 is not available. If we go to a new window and execute, it's keep running. It's keep running. Why? Because a transaction is open on this table. Transaction is open on this table. Okay. Other table works, but this table, it is not working in any other window. Why? You leave it for 1 hour, it keeps working like this. But in this 1 hour, what happens? It tries to use the memory which is available. All the buffer memory it keeps using. At some point of time, your system may get stuck. So you cannot hold, you have to restart. Okay. So it got 20 seconds running. I'll say here rollback. Rollback means don't save these details. Just go back to the previous state. So see, result you got immediately. 32 seconds. Once I said okay, roll back, immediately you got the output here in the other window. You got it? Now again I execute this. It got successfully deleted, but it is not saved to the database. See? It shows 3 only, but it is not yet saved, committed to the database. Whenever I say roll back, earlier you got 4 records, correct? Now if you see this, it's keep running. I want to save this now, not roll back. I'll say commit. I want to commit my changes, save my changes. So see here, it's running. Whenever I say commit, you got the data also, 3 records only you got, because I saved my changes that this got deleted. Yes, delete this from the database, save it. You got the concept of rollback and commit?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
2 answers. Others?
Got it, sir.
Yes.
If we
Yes,
use
sir.
this begin rollback commit,
Sir.
this is called as explicit transaction. Explicit transaction means where the control is taken into developer hands. It is completely developer's responsibility to handle the transaction, to commit or rollback, or if you don't take these 2 steps, just do begin transaction, your server may get into a deadlock position. Deadlock means where it cannot serve your responses to, where your server cannot serve the responses to any user. If any user comes and asks some question, it will keeps processing. First, only this table got processed. Okay. After some time, memory gets killed. So every query keeps processing. It will not give response. Just imagine I don't know whether you know this or not. Mostly you know. So this is a UI. Let's say your Facebook or Instagram or any Gmail or whatever. Okay. This is connected to a backend, that is database. Yes or no? You agree?
Mhm.
Your web application, it could be any web application, is connected to a backend database. If you give some inputs, I am searching for Venkat. I want to display Venkat details. So this will go to the database, retrieve the data, and give the data, and that data will be populated here. You know this, right?
Yeah.
Everyone knows this. Every
Yes, sir.
UI will be associated with the database. Even YouTube, whatever LinkedIn, everything you say, it is associated. So example, this is Zorba. Okay, we are populating here, right? So this all can be or are saved in the backend. There is a database where it will show only first record, first status. So previous records get saved in the database. Maybe this, I don't know whether they have used this functionality or not, saving the database, but generally they have to. Okay. So just trying to see. So these are all get saved in the database. Okay. Whatever data, if it is working means from where these are all coming? These are coming from the database. These are all coming from the database. Got it? Every UI is linked to the database. based on my input here, input parameter here, whatever you say, this request will go to the database process your request and get it. Like how you are stored procedure. You give the input here, batch. I want to display all the students who belongs to this batch. That request will be going to the database where batch is equal to the given input. Select star from students where batch is equal to. So I just don't want all the star. I just want all the student name. So display the student name. So get the student name and populate here. Got it? How it works, you are getting me?
Yes.
So now if I write begin transaction, if I do the insert or update or delete, and I'm not doing either commit or rollback, I'm leaving it like this. And I forgot, I left, I forgot and left for some time. So any request coming from the UI, now you came here and selected here batch number 30, get me the list of student names. The request went and it keeps processing. So meantime, your window also don't show anything. It keeps processing, loading. So this has a timeout. UI has a timeout. Your UI, they'll keep a timeout of 10 seconds, 20 seconds, or 60 seconds. It will wait for 60 seconds and throw a message that server not found error, 404 or whatever, server not found error. So this really don't look good for the client if we do such kind of mistakes. Okay. And here
That's the
it
fixed
keeps
time, so
running.
60 seconds.
Hmm?
That's the time is fixed in
It
every
depends on the
transition. That's 60
application.
seconds.
It depends on the some people keep 60 seconds, some people keeps 180 seconds. It depends on the people. Okay. So 60 seconds is kind of ideal. 1 minute. If you wait, if you don't get that is meaningless to wait, correct? The two kind
Okay,
of
sir.
simple applications. Okay. So it keeps processing. Sometimes what happens? Your database and server goes down and your application is down. Not only database, your application is also down. Your server is also down. Server is down, database is down, application is down. You can understand the severities. Only solution now? Solution is restart the server. Force restart the server. So when we force restart the server, what happens? This transaction gets killed forcefully. How it is? So now I'm deleting 3. Now if you see, it keeps executing. So what I'll do, let's say this is a server. I'm forcefully closing this. No. Now you got the output. See, I forcefully closed my transaction. I don't want to save anything. Close it. So this transaction is rolled back automatically. So after some time, I'll not have a control to close it. Till I have control, I can close this itself. No need to restart the server. But after some time, my server is down. This server is down. Then we have to forcefully restart the server by pressing the power button on the server. Agree? Are you clear
Yes,
about the
yes.
concept?
Yes.
Yeah.
I try to depict how it happens in the real time. Hope you are able to follow me. If you are not able to follow, please stop, ask. I'll try my best to explain in a different way. Okay, silence says that everyone are clear. All women,
Yes, sir.
men are responding. That's why. Alisha clear? Sanju, Sarbaja, Supriya.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now Suraj again,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sandeep, man.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I got most of the words. So the transaction, this is called as explicit transaction. We are taking the control of completing the transaction. When I say complete, it can be rollback or commit. Okay. Now moving on to the notes. Explicit transaction allows developers to perform the group of operations in a single transaction. Like it could be delete, alter, update, whatever the transaction, group of operations. So to perform explicit transaction, we use transaction control language, that is begin transaction, rollback transaction, commit transaction. Save transaction also we'll discuss. As of now, let us look on to the begin transaction, rollback transaction, commit transaction. So you write the code. It could be one, not only one delete, multiple deletes and inserts and updates, multiple lines of code. And if you click rollback, whatever you executed till here, it will not get saved to the server. Whenever I run commit, all the updates and inserts and deletes gets committed to the database. This will save the transaction operations to the database. This will undo the transaction operation. So syntax, begin transaction, write your code, commit or rollback transaction. Okay. Now I am preparing some table and I would like to write a procedure for this. So please pay attention. I am creating a table, accounts, and it has account number and balance. There are two accounts, and this is the data. So my requirement, I'm going to tell you now. My requirement is prepare explicit transaction to transfer given amount from one account to other account. So explicitly, I would like to do it. Minimum every balance, minimum balance in every account should be 5,000 rupees or $5,000, let's say. So here, if you see, we have 5,000 minimum balance in the 102 account, 75,000 balance in the 101 account. And whenever I okay, I'll explain. Prepare explicit transaction to transfer given amount from one account to other account. Okay. So we got two accounts. So let us do one thing. Now we have sender and receiver. Two accounts, correct? Declare, I'll say same like account one, account two. And say account one, account two, or sender account or receiver account. I'll say account one, account two, the rate account underscore one, integer, comma, at the rate account underscore two, integer. And how much money I would like to transfer. Amount I would like to transfer. Set at the rate account one is equal to 101 because that is one having more amount. 102 that is having less amount. How much money I would like to transfer? Set at the rate amount is equal to 15,000 I would like to transfer. So whenever I transfer 15,000 from here to here, this will get updated. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Update accounts. Set balance is equal to whatever the balance we have. Yeah. Plus whatever the amount received. For whom? For the account number is equal to receiver. Receiver is account 2. Similarly, for the account 1, what happens? It will be directed. Correct? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one I would like to do in the begin transaction. You can write begin tran or transaction. Okay. So when you would like to commit a rollback, I want to check whether this account 2 who is sending should have balance greater than 5,000 after receiving. Now it is deducted, right? So account 1 is deducted. So select start from accounts where account number is equal to sender is account 1. So here what I'll do, if of this is greater than 5,000 after transferring, I'm saying after transferring, if it is greater than 5,000, then you can say if it is greater than 5,000 after transferring, then you can say commit. Correct? Else, you say rollback print amount is less than 5,000 after transferring the balance is less than 5,000 on rollback. Amount transfer fine. That's all. So
Yeah.
if it is greater than 5,000 after transferring, we can say that amount transfer successful. After transferring, if it is less than 5,000, we can say print balance is less than 5,000 after transferring the amount. So transaction failed. Okay, clear?
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now one more validation we have to give. This is a transaction wise. This is transaction wise. But we have to do a validation. What validation we have to do? So before transferring itself, we can check. Okay. So now this first level. Okay. Now before this, we have to do one more transaction. What transaction that is? Mm, if of if of select balance from account. Okay. We can do this minus the given amount. Balance minus given amount. So if balance minus given amount, okay, forget about this transaction. Let us if the select balance minus the given amount from the accounts, where from here, if it is less than or equal to even 5,000, if less than or equal to 5,000, okay, So no need to update and then do a rollback. Before only you can say a rollback. Balance is less than 5,000 after deducting the given amount. Okay. Minimum balance is 5,000. Clear, right?
Yes, sir.
So first only we can check. Else begin. You can do this updates and you can write the statement. Amount transfer successfully. Commit. You can write the begin transaction here. This way it's always a better one. Okay, no need to check after. Better to check before. I try to show both. Clear, right? Very first only verify. What happens if I remove the amount from the account one? If it is less than or equal to 5,000, then don't proceed. Why to update and then do? Then do the updates. So we also need to verify whether the given values are correct or wrong. Correct? I mean, given account number is valid or not, right? Valid or not. So if there are chances that the given accounts numbers are invalid. So for that, before the begin transaction, we can say if of, okay, let's say select start from accounts table where accounts, what is that, account number in this one, whatever the value 1, comma, value 2 are there, if they are available, if of, so there are two accounts, right? It has to be 2 or equal to 2. Then you can proceed with this validation and then transferring the amount. Else, you can write very specifically. If you can say, account number is wrong. Given account number, given input account numbers are wrong. Okay. So I'm just sending till here in the chat window. Please save it. Okay. Because my power is, my laptop power may shut down anytime. Okay. I send in the chat window. We have to convert that in as a stored procedures. Okay. I'll explain this again. Don't worry. Okay. Given account numbers are wrong. This is one way. There is one more way. There is one more way. Select star from accounts where account number is equal to account number 1, because which one is wrong we don't know, right? Whether the first one is wrong or second one is wrong. First account number is wrong or second account number is wrong. If it is equal to 0, means this account number is wrong. If it is 0, we can say print account number 1, that is integer, right? Plus cast of account number 1 as varchar of 5 plus is invalid. If it is second one, no need to write if again. We just write else. Account number 2 is invalid. Got it? Are you clear? We are making it clear. Instead of printing both account numbers are wrong, we are just trying to see both account numbers are invalid. I mean, we are trying to check which account number is invalid exactly. How many of you are not clear on this?
It's a bit confusing for me. It's
Hmm?
I
it's
also
a little too much information to process right now.
Okay. I'll break it again.
Yes, please.
So I have explained this. I'll break it. I'll go from here. So first, what is your requirement? Let me get the requirement here. Requirement is to, just a moment. So if you see screen, the requirement is to implement the explicit transaction to transfer given amount from one account to other account. So how we do? First, we'll do that. So update accounts table set. Okay, I'll say like this. How much amount you want to send? 15,000. From where to where? From account 1 to account 2. So where account 1 is 102, 101. So if you see here, you want to send 15,000 from here to here. Okay. So it will become 60,000, it will become 20,000. Correct? So for that, what we'll do? Update accounts set balance is equal to the existing balance plus 15,000 to whom account number 2, that is 102, is equal to 102. Directly I am writing 102. To 102, I just want to update. And I have to minus from the 101. Agree?
yes,
You
sir.
agree with this? What is the
Yes.
requirement? Transfer the amount. So if I do this, I am doing this. This is an implicit transaction. Implicit transaction. So it is already done. Implicit transaction. I didn't do any commit or rollback manually, explicitly. Okay. Now I want to make this dynamic. Dynamic in sense it has to take my control to save, to commit or rollback. Okay. So what I'll do simply here, I'll say begin. Begin transaction. Commit transaction. I'm saying, let's say. So again, I am sending 15,000 from account. What is this? Yeah. Again, I'm sending from account 1 to account 2. Agree? This time, I'm not taking the normal transaction. I'm doing an explicit transaction. Now, if you see, it got updated. It got updated. If you go to the other window, you'll not see that. It's running, 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 running. Okay. Why? Because I didn't do a rollback or commit. So I'll do commit. Now you can see it got transferred. It become 45, it become 35. Okay. So now let me do not 15,000. I would like to do 40,000. 40,000 I'm updating. And I'm committing. Now what happened to the account 1? Account 1 is having 5,000 only. Account is having 75,000. Okay, clear? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now I would
Yes.
like to do 2,000. I would like to transfer 2,000 from account 1 to account 2. I'm adding to the second account. I'm reducing from the first account. Or you can do vice versa. First remove and then add. Either way is fine. Whenever I do, okay, it is checking. And if I see here, it is having 3,000, but I remember according to bank rules, it should not be less than 5,000 or okay. Then what I'll do, I'll not commit, I'll do a rollback. Now if you go and see, this transaction is failed, this 2,000 transaction is failed, the amount got restored. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Now you
Yes,
got
if you
when to
did
do
the
the rollback?
if you did the rollback, there's rollback to the previous one, earlier one, or
Correct, undo. Rollback is an undo.
okay,
Just
sir.
cancel the transaction.
This
Yeah,
one
okay,
is
thank you, sir.
implicit, right? Implicit or explicit?
This is explicit only I did. Rollback I did manually. Explicit only I did.
Okay, sir.
See, the table doesn't have any constraint. Minimum 500, minimum 5,000, there is no any constraint. Okay.
Yes.
I am handling it through transaction. If table has a check constraint, check if the balance is less than or equal to 5,000, then automatically this transaction will fail. Whether respect of begin or rollback, this will fail. This will be successful, but this will be failing. Why? Because the amount becomes less than 5,000 and it cannot accept. It will fail because check constraint is there. Now there is no any constraint. I am handling the transaction. I am handling the transaction. I am verifying the amount. Amount is in this account less than 5,000. So the transaction cannot be successful. Roll back to the transaction. Don't send the amount. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now, I manually verified. I opened and saw, okay, amount is 3,000. It cannot be gone. Instead of that, I had to set a condition automatically with a program. Every time I cannot see, right? I have to make it a program. It has to verify itself and then execute. Correct?
Correct.
Correct. So for that, what I am doing, after transferring the amount, I am writing a if block. If of select balance from accounts where account number is equal to sender. Sender is now whom? Sender is account 1. Later sender can be account 2 also. You can send me, I can also send you, right? So account 1 for now. Okay. Okay. If balance from the accounts where account number is equal to account 1, account can be 102 or 101. Is less than or equal to 5,000. After this, roll back the transaction. Else, commit the transaction. Now, are you clear? I'm not checking manually.
Yes, sir.
So here,
Yes, sir.
account 2, updating. Account 1, I'm updating. Account 1, I'm adding the amount. Account 1, I'm reducing the amount. So do that same again. 2,000, I'm trying to send. Already, what is the value in accounts? From account 1, it is only having 5,000. 5,000 minus 2,000, 3,000. Okay. It has to roll back. Let me see here.